All right, we're gonna wait on some of my friends to join us. Hopefully they'll come on in. Uh, 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 uh.
Come on in. Come on in the room. Come on in the room.
It's gonna be a true feels hurt night. I'm telling you, like something is stopping me from um getting stop lying, and it's my book, but it's funny to me right now because
Mm,
it said you have already purchased this, and I'm like, I know that.
it's
Thank you so much.
mine. I know, right? I know, right?
If you are joining us now, please say hello to us so that we'll know you're here. I'm also going to share. Hey, Sharika. I'm also going to share. Just so you guys know that when you respond to me or respond to anybody that's on the show, I share some of what you're saying on the screen because we're also sharing these videos on YouTube. We are doing it on IGTV. Um, I'm trying to make sure I cover all the places, the one. Uh, all over. How about that? And so
Yeah.
I want you to still be a part of it and what you're saying to be a part of our discussion also. So if you would please just say hello to us before we get into it, because I don't think we're going to be able to stop once we get rolling about these conversations that we're going to have tonight or these things that we're going to share with you tonight. So I want to go ahead and do. Let me make this a little bit smaller because I don't want to cover up what y'all are saying. Hey, Shonda. Hey, Jamie. Hey, John. Good evening, everybody. Y'all get ready. Y'all get ready. Y'all get ready. I want to give a shout out tonight to Silhouette Productions. That's www.silhouettedesigns.com. That was given to us by Brenda Dawson. The contact number for that is 915-247-8108. Again, want to give a shout out to Silhouette Productions, and that website is www.silhouettedesigns.com. Dewan already shared with you all her business. And then Carlithia Reese Jeter, she has a photography business. I call it a ministry. But what I'm going to do so that you all can contact, or if you would like to try or use or reach out to these people for any of their services, I'm going to share those links. Okay. Let me try to do it right now. Let me try that right now. Quickly copy. I think I see my pops on here. Hey, Big Papa. Paste. Okay. Oh, see, it's doing the most. So I'm gonna do it after because right now it's like typing a whole book or whatever. Tonight's topic is volunteering lies.
Yes.
Throughout the
Yes.
night, you will hear me saying, I didn't even ask you. I didn't even ask you. I didn't even ask you that. I didn't ask you that. Okay. I think that I'm going to start this off by saying that there are several people. Yes, we got guest speaker. Dewan, your name not up there tonight.
It's not. No, it's not. Dwan Johnson.
I see. I'm used to Dewan being. Wait a minute. Let me see if it's something I can play around with. But yes, we have a special guest. Dewan, go ahead and introduce yourself while I play around.
Okay, I'm Dwan Johnson. I am the friend of Prince's since high school. I have a soy bath and body luxury business. I'm an author under Dwan D. Moss, and I have my show Dwan After Dark every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Err.
Yes, and you have to be grown.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Grown. You have to be real grown and not like drenched in the blood of the lamb all the way. You can't. So don't go over there if you can't talk about certain things. If like talking about sex makes you uneasy and stuff like that, just don't set yourself up for failure.
Don't,
Okay, truth is hurt. Everybody,
don't show up.
I don't know. I don't know. Some people are not able to take it. All right. So tonight we want to talk about volunteering lies. My first question to you and Dewan. Dewan is going to be talking. We're going to go back and forth with each other. But Dewan,
Yes.
Do you have anybody, this first question, that you know that just was a blatant, like has earned a volunteering lies badge?
Yes. They have earned like a whole infinite number amount of badges just out the blue. And you know what? People these narcissistic, yeah.
Yeah.
They lie like crazy.
Jesus. So I had an incident where I was in a relationship with somebody that
Mhm.
lied every opportunity that they got. I didn't ask them for the information. Like when they would come back from wherever they said. So let's say, for instance, they said they were going to the store, and it took them 4 hours, okay, to go to the store that they said is around the corner. Okay, that's how close the store was off Riverdale Road. So I'm probably telling y'all too much, so you can put two and two together. Okay, so 4 hours later, I already know you done did something other than go to the store. So I'm not gonna ask you a question like I'm dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna ask you, where you been. Because I know that unless they held you hostage at gunpoint
Right.
at this
Right.
grocery store,
Right.
okay, and they just now releasing you, then I already know that you were not at the store. So what they would
Right.
do when they came in, they would start off with, before you say anything, before you start going out or whatever, I had to run to ABCD, and then I had to go down because this particular place did not have what I like to smoke. And then
Uh-huh.
when I went down there, I ran into Billy Dope Dope, and Billy Dope Dope said, "Let's go run down here because I haven't had something for you." And I'm saying it just the way they talk, so y'all won't think, "Oh my God, Prince is just using this line." But because Billy Dope Dope said that he had a present for me that he had to hold on to for about that he had been holding on to for about 2 years. I was like, I can't like let Billy Dope Dope go back home and don't give me this gift that Billy Dope Dope gave me. So I went down there and we was talking, and the more I didn't say anything, the more they kept talking.
Right. Right.
The
Right.
more they looked at my face, it's like they was
Right.
like, that ain't good enough. So let me see if I can add some more stuff to this.
When my liar had yours beat, honey, this one just come up out the blue. Hey, baby, I gotta fight for my life. I gotta have heart surgery. I'm gonna give you my brother's telephone number so you can check on me since I won't have my phone. So he supposedly had this surgery. I'm calling all these hospitals because I'm like, it's so weird that he wouldn't tell me what hospital he was in. So then I'm texting his brother,
Jesus, Jesus.
how is he doing? He's doing fine. He's sedated, this and that. They found cancer, this and that. And then come to find out, now he come over my house a few days later, surgery, and skin so smooth, no cuts, no bruises, no
Oh, he didn't
nothing.
even try to cover it up?
No, and then when it was all over, I found out the brother that I was talking to, that I was texting, was really him.
Girl, gone somewhere with all of that. We didn't
Mm-mm.
ask you to do all that. We didn't ask you to do
No,
all that.
I
We didn't ask you to do all that. Y'all talk back to us now. What I don't understand is I always, when I wrote Stop Lying the book, I said, Lord, help me to understand why grown people lie. And I couldn't come up with anything because we're grown. So if you can't really accept the truth that I'm telling you, that I messed up, that I cheated, that I whatever, if you
right,
can't accept that I'm telling you the truth, then I just figure, me and you don't need, we don't need to
right,
be together like that. You know what I'm
right,
saying? But it's so
right.
many people that lie over and over again. So when I was praying about it, when I wrote Stop Lying, what I came to find out is that children will lie because they are afraid of what is going to happen to them.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
like you lie to the mama, then the mama come in with the switch or the belt or the timeout or give me all the toys or give me the phone. You know, she's coming with something that you don't want to really have. You know,
Right.
have. But when it comes to grown people, I'm like, what do I like? I know we have something to lose. I'm asking everybody to answer me. Okay, so y'all type back to me. I'm just trying to understand why grown people can't own up to what they do, what they was doing.
I think because they're afraid of the consequences too. And not realizing, okay, I did this, I'm gonna have to own up to it. I'm giving them the choice to deal with it or not. They just don't want to deal with having to maybe get left behind.
But you ought to get left. You like, okay, let me ask this. If I go and I cheat, okay,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, I should have made a decision about what I'm willing to lose before I went in there to go
Right,
cheat.
right,
I should have in my mind said, okay, let me weigh the pros and the cons of me running here to get this tail. Because this
right,
right here might cause me my whole relationship, might cause my children not to be
right,
able to see me. You know what I'm saying? Uh
right.
all of that, like you know what I'm saying? Like what?
Yeah,
I don't understand it when grown people do it. And I'm like, if you are grown enough to do it, be on,
thank you.
own up to it. Own and
Yes,
own up to
yes.
it. You know what I'm saying? What
People
you
don't
talking
be
about?
thinking. They just do stuff. Some people just do stuff just so impulsive, and then they start volunteering. I don't think they realize that when they volunteer lies, it's obvious that they're lying. Half the time, you can be quiet
Yeah.
and nobody want to know you lying. But when you start talking and just talking, and like you said, you not asking no questions, you just looking, and they just keep talking.
Yeah, I
They
think the
get
more you look at them now, I think the more you look at them, because my mama said that now. My mama said the more that you look at a liar and don't say nothing, the more lies they feel like they have to tell. That's what Diane said. And I
See, we
feel
call
like
people.
she's not lying. I feel like she's telling the truth because I'm telling you, when I would sit there and I would be like, "Oh, okay, then that's you did all of that." You know what I'm saying? And I don't say anything, and I go on about my business, and they come back in. I know that sound like a lie. Well, well, well.
We didn't ask you that.
Okay, let me ask you this: what do y'all do when y'all find out people are lying? Cause this is why we having this problem.
And that's what I wanted to ask too. Do we call them out? Do we say something about it? Do we let it slide?
Okay, this is what everybody can't be Princess. Everybody can't get away with it. You know, back in the day, when I was first, I've always been a person that if I catch you in a lie, I'm gonna just let you have the lie. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
let you have the lie, okay? Because that's something you got to answer to God for. It to me, it's very foolish to be arguing with somebody that you know is lying. Because what they
Right.
gonna do? What you gonna argue them into a confession? You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, somebody that took the time to create the lie is
Uh-huh.
going to hold on to the lie as long as they can.
Yes.
You're gonna have to
Yes.
come up with some
Yes.
evidence or something, right?
Yes.
You're gonna have to come up
Yes.
with some evidence or something that they can't lie about.
That's
And
right.
so, for some reason, people thought I was gonna be the one that just be out here cheating on everybody, because that's
Uh-huh.
what my daddy did. That's just that's what she gonna do. But I think that it was really funny that I ended up with people, and I have a confession to make on tonight. I tried to pick somebody because they wasn't real handsome.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to pick them because I thought, well, they won't do me like how some of the other cute people have done me. And Big Mama told me when I brought him over to the house, she said, you are creating a monster because you allow him to have something above his level. Okay.
Mm.
and you're because you're settling. So she was like, you're creating a monster. When I tell y'all, oh honey, the lies that was told, I'm talking about that trickled down in the bloodline, even with one of my children.
Right.
And I was like, oh, let's start off early with some, intervention, because I can't deal with this no more right here. I can't do this twice. You know? Okay, let me see what I'm saying. Just getting more and more in the hole is what Cindy said. And then Cindy said she tell them to stop lying. Stop it. They're going to stop. Back in the day, she said, we're going to fight for you lying to me. Now y'all, I can't stand it. When I tell y'all I cannot stand a liar.
Right.
And I have to fix what I'm saying. I love the person, but I cannot deal with a lying person.
Right.
I can't trust you.
Right. They'll lie over any little thing. Little thing.
But what for? That's what I'm asking.
Exactly.
What for? Because lies gonna catch up with you.
Anyway.
You don't
lying just to lie. And I think some people lie just to impress folks.
Okay, folks that lie about what they got. Why do I care about your $40,000 million house? What right. Like, I meant to say it crazy like that. Because what do I care about that? What is you? Okay, those ones that we're competing and you're lying, like, I don't care. You ain't got to tell me about, my book is a bestseller. Have you heard that before?
Yes.
Have you jacked up? Have you all the way jacked up? Because you be like, Jesus, what happened? What happened? I've been out here. I've been hustling. I like that. And then some of the people that I work with, they'll be like, Princess, this person said they only had the book out overnight and it went to a best-selling. I said, go over there right now and see if you see it again. Okay, when they go over there, we don't see the best-selling no more. So they might have had it for 5 minutes.
And we know how that works.
It's on Amazon. So I said, well, they ain't lying. It just was quick. But the way I look at it, Dawn, I said, you're not going to be out here telling people, best-selling author if you ain't got the check to match.
Thank you.
I'm not going to be out here lying and volunteering information to people just to appease y'all or just to manipulate you so that you'll be like, oh, everybody got her book, so I'm going to go get it too. And actually, I think that bites you in the foot when you put that bestseller on there, because then folks feel like they ain't got to celebrate you or support you. Now, that's the truth. Because I feel like people will hear your information and think you trying to, one up on them or something. And then they might not support, might not never give you $2.
Thank you.
Okay, our friend said, let's see. She said, them your bills. Look, yes. Oh, Cindy, that's it. Look, she said, that's your bills. Okay, let's see what Sharita is saying. Lying, trying to play on your intelligence and trying to make themselves look good, but only revealing their true ignorance. I don't understand. I'm still waiting on somebody to tell me why grown people, again, I have come up with a solution for kids. I have not. I do not understand. Even if y'all say to me that they must, tell the lie because they're going to lose you. You're not going to keep me no way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Compulsive liars.
Right. And then one lie only lead to another lie, Soon you're going to forget what you done lied about.
And you can't remember. I'm going to need you to write this down if you're going to tell the story. I need you to write this stuff down because you're not consistent, with this information. But I like it that we're not consistent. Now, I do like that God put that in place for those of us that don't have discernment. If you just have listening skills, you'll be able to pick up on the fact that somebody is lying. Because what you heard the first time will not be what you hear the second time. Okay?
Right.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about people. Okay, we talked about people lying about their money, people lying about their relationships. I think I don't know if y'all heard, y'all know the girl Rachel Hollis or whatever. And I'm not coming on here to talk about anybody. Her husband announced that they were getting a divorce. And it blew our minds because every day they were coming on doing these lives together. And so I'm like, what in the world? And so then it took me back to that movie Girl Trip. Okay. With Tiffany Haddish and all them. And the main character, and somebody tell me her name because I can't think of it right now.
Regina Hall. Is it Regina
Yeah.
Hall?
Yeah. Okay. You remember how she was living a lie?
Right.
Trying to pretend for people. And those people don't have to go home with you. Them people not paying your bill. Right. Well, those people were paying her bill. So let's do that. Do you feel like it's all right to lie because people are paying you? Then there you go.
You know what? When you lie, it's like your soul is chipping away. You losing yourself when you lie. And I think that, but you know what? Some people lie so good, and that's all they know how to do. That lying don't even bother them. But for
that was Sharita. Now Sharita just said grown people lie because it has become habitual, and this disturbed me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we know it's never okay to lie, but I promise you that it's some people. Let me tell you now, if you've never read Stop Lying, then this gonna be kind of new for you. And to that lady that said I didn't help her. So we're lying at the end of the paperwork that says I have read all of this document if we check it and we didn't read it. Are we not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
If you say that you're doing something that you're not doing, that's a lie.
Right.
So people be like, I ain't have time. I ain't have time to read all of that. They didn't give me the option to check to, a box that said I'm not going to read it, but I want to purchase anyway.
Right.
But I have done that.
Right.
When I set up these accounts and stuff, I be like, I'm not reading this book. And so I have checked that button, that block or whatever, saying I have read the terms and conditions or whatever. And then if they come back and say we stole all of your money out your bank account, then I want to fight the people.
Yeah. But how about those liars that lie so much that they start believing their own lies?
Yeah, I think April said something about that.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think what you're doing is you're training your brain, to remember the story as it is. You know what I'm saying? As you're telling it, I think you're programming your brain. Okay. So, and it becomes real to some people.
Yeah.
Because they're like Sharita said, they are programmed, to they become habitual. So it's a habit for them to do it. But I just don't understand it, y'all. I didn't ask you that. I need somebody to help me tonight.
Just volunteering.
And then one relationship I was in, they would tell you something. Now this right here was real good. They wouldn't tell you the truth, but they'll tell you something close to it. Yeah. Okay. So they went over to the lady house, but they ain't sleep with the lady. Him and the lady just talked to each other. So you told me you went over there, but you ain't able to finish off. You know what I'm saying? You started trying it, but you weren't able. You see what I'm saying? You weren't able. Okay, let's talk about family members that lie on family members.
You say family member that lies on family members. Oh, goodness great.
I talked to Princess the other day. I said, my mom said, hey, you talked to such. I said, oh, no, I haven't seen her or heard from her since I was in El Paso. And then mom said, what? Huh? What? Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. And somebody in El Paso said that they had first of all, I didn't talk to this particular person when I was in El Paso, okay? we had a show or something to do together. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When I got here, somebody said to me that this particular person said they had spoken with me and they were going to have me on their show or whatever. And I was like, they said that? These saved people, these sanctified people, these anointed people, these fire baptized people, these
Wow.
prophetic people. What you saying? Say it one time so I can hear it again. And so I was like, I don't talk to that person like that. They said, oh, well, they said you and them were close. I said, well, go back and ask them what my telephone number is.
Ooh.
See, I used to participate. I can't.
Right. Right.
I can't participate no more. You know what I'm saying?
Some people
I cannot
participate.
participate no more.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Shauna said my old pastor used to say that even when we lead people to believe something is true that's not, then we have inadvertently lied. We are inadvertently lying.
Yeah.
It's so many lies. I'm just around the corner.
Yeah.
I ain't asked you where you was at because I already know you're gonna be late.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like most of us already know that some of y'all gonna be late. So when you call us and tell us, okay, that you're just around the corner, most of us don't believe you know it.
Right. Right.
When you borrow money and you volunteer that you're going to pay somebody back,
Right.
most of us don't believe you know it.
Right. Right.
Right? So that's why I don't get why we tell a lie.
Right. Right. Right.
Shonda said something else. Shonda said they will tell a lie and have the whole family turn against you. Honey.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
They will do it.
They'll
I didn't what they say? I didn't touch Princess.
Right.
Princess
Right.
lying.
Right. Right.
Oh, Sharita said the family the biggest liars.
Ooh.
Okay. Look, how she got that? Look, they'll be like, how did she get her house? I thought they said they ain't had no money. How did I'm serious, they be all in your business and stuff. And
I got an aunt just like that.
That's
they
bad.
be on vacations all the time. They ain't never got no money, but they be on vacations all the time.
I don't think that's right to lie about that. Just tell people you can't say, look, baby, I can't loan you no money. Cause you know you ain't gonna be right. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. We all man, you already did this. You know what I'm saying? Like why we can't just be honest with people? Say, girl, you know you ain't gonna pay nobody back. I got it, but I ain't gonna be able to give it to you. I don't have no problem. I don't have no problem telling the people. And then I tell them, I say, you know what? You asked for 50, but I think I'm just gonna give you 10 because that's what you can pay back.
Right.
And you just go to somebody else ask for this other 10. Okay, what have anybody ever been lied on their job and you didn't even know that these people had something against you? Anybody have been lied on? And have you the one?
Yes, I was working at State Farm for like 15 years. And it's amazing what people, and I was one of those people that got along with everybody. So I thought everybody got along with me. But some people don't like that you get along with everybody, and that's when they start telling lies.
I don't like it when I start a job and people start coming over to me to tell me about the people that they don't like.
Right.
So then when I say, if you don't mind, could I just get to know them myself?
Right.
Because I may not even be that close to them to even take in this information that you're giving me.
Right. Right.
You know, like I would like to be in a position where I judge for myself. Big Papa said lying is an intent to deceive. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Meaning I care nothing, like they said, like I don't care anything about how this gonna make you feel, what the outcome is gonna be. I'm just gonna tell the lie.
Right.
Right. And people get mad at me when I tell them the truth.
But you know, something you said earlier that I just wish people would think about how this is going to affect somebody before you do it and have to make up a lie about it.
Do they care?
I think some people just let their emotions or their hormones get the best of them.
Okay, okay, I can see that.
And they just want that fix at that moment.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so people come up and they be like, Princess, I bought your book. And so I'd be like, oh, thank you so much. I'm not gonna argue with you. But
Right.
I don't think people realize that I can look and see if you bought the book.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm not gonna waste my time going back and forth with you about what you just told me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see I could actually, while we standing there, pull out my phone and just look and see. But I don't want to play. If that's what you want to do with your time, then you just do that with your time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't care if you got the book from the library. I don't. That don't hurt my feelings.
Right.
Or if you say my intentions are to get your book, you know what I'm saying? But and I'm just using this for example, not for a commercial. But my intentions were to support you, Dewan. But you know, this is the, you know, I've been coming up. People get mad when I say, listen, I got 1,500 seem like off the friends. Mm-hmm. I have to budget when I buy these books.
Right.
Because I cannot afford to buy all y'all books every time all y'all books come out. So I'm going to either read it from the library sometimes, or I'm going to purchase it when I am in a position where I can purchase it.
Right.
One lady came at me one time doing True Feels Hurt, and she said to me that I'd give too much information to people.
Huh?
Yeah, I give, like, you don't have to tell them all that. Just tell them, you know, you'll do what you can when you can. You ain't got to. No, I want people to better understand my position. Not that I'm just not supporting you. It's just right now in a good time. And what's the use of me pretending I got a whole bunch of money for? Why I'm going to do all that?
Right. Right.
Salote said, I'd rather tell the truth than lie, especially if it's about me. I would tell on myself before volunteering to lie about someone else. And I totally agree with that. When I used to call my mama to tell what was going on in my relationships, how I was cutting up or whatever, I started out with my part of the story. I think that's how you start out with the truth.
Right.
Because if you start out with what the other person did, and let me tell you something, y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Ready.
To me, people tell the lies on you to get somebody to jump on their bandwagon and get only to the lie if they feel like that ain't getting it.
Right. And that happens so much.
Look,
that happens so much.
All the time. Like let me use Cindy because she ain't gonna mind on here and Tay. I go to Tay and I volunteer some information, you know, about Cindy. You see what I'm saying? I come back and tell Cindy that Tay said everything.
Right. Well, I know some church people that do that.
I'm telling you, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess.
And then the people that start the conversations too.
Look, I didn't ask you to come on here telling me somebody was talking about me.
What did you say?
I didn't ask you to come over here and be telling me somebody else had a conversation with you about me.
Right.
And then when you come, you ain't even gonna tell the truth about it.
Right. Or you're not gonna tell your part, what you did, what you said.
That's what I'm talking about. And so people, I say, if they say Dewan said that you and her were working together, but she just couldn't trust you no more, so she stopped calling you and she cut you off or whatever. Then when I call you, I say, hey Dewan, how you doing? I'm fine, girl. Hey. Ain't that confusing?
Yes.
If you really did feel that way, ain't no need of faking and playing around with these people.
Right. Right.
So start off your conversation. Hey, sis, I'm calling you because I'm disturbed by some information that I just got. And if you did say that about the person, own up to this stuff.
Right. Right. Right.
Own up to this stuff. Like, be all the way grown. Don't be
Right.
sneaky and manipulative, like
Right.
somebody said earlier. Manipulative and coming in here and causing division and discord, just up here messing up stuff.
Right. And then hiding.
At
Throwing a
church,
rock, hiding the hands.
look, at church, one of the choir directors, lady, whatever her position was, I called Princess and told her we had choir rehearsal. You ain't called. Let me get it. Have y'all ever had to do that? Anybody else had to do that?
Yep.
You be like, what?
Yep.
When? I didn't get that.
And like in some people you can just prove that, oh my goodness. I was looking at one reality TV show. This man and lady, they was messing around. The man had a fiance.
Mhm.
So she let it come out that they was messing around. When I say he just started volunteering lies at workplace where somebody said that I was messing with her, but I love my fiance too much. And then
all of that. I don't like that. We're gonna talk about that part right there. I don't like that.
yeah, I love my fiance too much to be messing around on her and then come out. Okay, he was still lying until she had proof. So that's what you're talking about people lying and they just gonna argue you down unless you got proof.
Now, if we ask, if we say, well, what would you add or whatever, okay, then we can't put that in the category of volunteer. But if you answer more than what we ask you, that part is volunteering. Because to me, I don't like it when people pretend to love people. And I don't like it because it's too many women and too many men out here. Now I get disturbed by that. Well, you sit up here grinning all in my face and stuff, and then when you get over there, look, okay, truth is, sir, y'all ready? When you with your wife, everything good. When you get over there with that girlfriend, or when you with your husband, you get over there with that boyfriend, he don't listen to me. He don't listen to that. But on the Facebook, this boyfriend looking at you and your husband eating at this restaurant.
Right.
Why can't you just say I'm a cheater? I got problems. I'm a hoe. I don't know. I can't control myself. I need help.
Right.
Let me not lie to you and tell you that my wife ain't no good. Let me not lie to you and tell you that my husband is no good. Because what happens is when you lie like that girlfriend, that boyfriend think that then they can compete and they are not gonna win.
Right.
And you done set them up thinking that they gonna come in here and it's a race and it ain't even no game win.
Right. I'm gonna be everything he's saying that she not.
You know what Reggie say about that? If I give you the blueprint, how hard is that?
Right.
Now, Sharika mentioned something earlier when she said something. Sharika said that someone was saying that no, I didn't attack her, or no, I didn't rape her. She was my side chick, or this is what I do. Me and her do this all the time. I don't like that. Now I understand that you went in, you did something, and you hurt somebody, and you lying because you don't want to go to jail. But I think people need to understand that God can whoop your behind better than anything on this earth that they got in place to get folks.
Right.
I'm just trying to start say, yep, I started telling the ugly truth versus concocting a beautiful lie. Amen.
I love that.
Amen. But I really don't like for people to be sitting up here lying to people about, baby, you know I love you. And you don't even want me.
Right.
What are we playing that game for? You know why people play games with us like that? Because they either want our house, our cars, our sex, our something. That's why you got to ask God for the spirit of discernment.
Right.
Because there's some big liars out here. And you have to catch your own self. DeWan, do you have to catch your own self from lying? Like, you have to catch your own self. And my mama, if you could come on here, she said that she was going to, she has her prayer at 7. But she said, PG, the people asked me if I would report if I made over like $25. She said, I didn't want to report that.
Right.
So she said, I checked the box. That yes, I will report if I make over $25. She said, but I ain't have no intentions of telling them people that I made that over $25.
Right.
And as long as I think we're honest with it, because I don't understand if people know this. The reason why we are true feel certain, the reason why we're doing this movement stuff is because this is a commandment.
Right.
It's not negotiable.
Right.
So one lady told me, and I think I mentioned it a long time ago on one of my shows. She said the reason why they had to lie to one of their family members about the mama. Now the mama and the daddy was deceased. But because this person had like a mental illness, they lied to the person with the mental illness and kept telling that person that the mama and the daddy had went out of town. And they said they had to do that for the health of the mental ill patient. I disagreed with that because there are people and places that you could take that child to, that person to, so they can go ahead, because what you gonna do when they never come back from vacation?
Right.
So guess what ended up happening? After her and I had a conversation, because I asked all of Facebook to tell me times when they're okay with being lied to. And she was the one jumped in, and then we had like a side conversation. Guess what ended up happening to them? Everybody was in the house. They were having some kind of family gathering. And the person with the mental illness, they went to talking about, well, mama gonna bring such and such back. And the person with the mental illness said, mama and daddy dead. So I was like, so she called me and she was like, Princess, they knew the whole time. But that's what I'm saying. Why would they let you play the stupid game?
Right.
And that's what most of us do. Most of us know y'all lying when you come at us. So, but we let you play a stupid game. Some of us get real quiet. Some of us want to fight, like Cindy said. Okay.
Sometimes I just want to see how far a person goes.
Okay, so what y'all call it? The one this see how far. Then the one, what you do when they finish?
I'm just looking because they gonna keep on, and it's fun. It's entertainment. I said I'm gonna stop helping people to sin by asking them stuff that I know they gonna lie about.
Now I used to be mean to in my first marriage, y'all. I was mean, period. Okay, go on with that. And Jesus came and helped me. I promise y'all. But the first marriage I was in, I would say, did you take the $5 off the thing or whatever? They weren't even good liars. They'll be like, oh, that $5 that was over there on the top of the dresser by your jewelry box. Yeah, that $5. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that one. That $5. And they'll be like, oh, I didn't see that. What? So then I got mad. So then I was like, you know what? I'm going to help you, bro. I'm going to help you get this together, all the way together. Because I had already, if you read Prince, I already been through some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I already done helped nurse you back to better health.
Right.
And all this stuff. And you had a nerve, you know what I'm saying, to play games with me. After I lost sleep, almost died on the road, you know, trying to get to this little rehab place where you was at. You know what I'm saying? Trying to help you to breathe again, walk again, all this stuff. And then you want to be making up lies and stuff. Okay.
Right.
So I started doing mean stuff. But I will tell y'all, when I started doing the mean stuff, when they came in and asked me, did I do it? Yes, I did it. Yes. Yes, I did. My mama said, PG, did you do such and such and such? Because they would call and tell my mama, did you do such and such? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I want all the credit for it. I want all the credit. Okay, all the credit. Look, I ain't got time. I ain't got time. And it wasn't because I just want to live holy. It was just because I just wanted you to know that you can't keep on with all of that.
Right.
But it's wrong. Right. Okay. Cindy said the one I be ready to fight when they finish back in the day. Now we really about to get down about my money.
Right.
Okay, my question to you all now is, do you all confront? Now, Cindy says she confront, but say you find out that the person that borrowed the money from you really got the money back, and then they get around you and they act like, they don't remember that they owe you the money. Do you go to them and ask, well, when you gonna be able to give me my money? Or the person that's been cheating on you and lying to you or whatever, do you go to them and say, I know you've been cheating on me and stuff? How do you address it?
The money thing, most likely, it especially if it's not a lot of money, I'll let it slide because I know they're not gonna come, or I would hope they wouldn't come back and ask me for another favor if they know that they owe me. And that cheating stuff, I can't control my lips. I'm gonna have to say something about that.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Sonia said she borrowed it back. I like that one. Sonia said I borrowed it. Okay. Okay. I like that one. Okay.
I like that too.
Look, Mickey said, no, you borrowed it, so I simply know how to treat you from now on.
Right. Right.
Y'all, some of these people that look, they'll say they forgot. Do y'all really think they forgot?
I would think when you see that person, it'll come back to your memory.
Well, let me tell you what the volunteering lies come in at. When they come to you and they say, the reason why I haven't paid you back yet, girl, is because I got a whole bunch of bills and stuff coming up or whatever. So I'm gonna try to get you next month. You didn't ask them that. Right? You didn't ask that. But here they come with an explanation.
Right.
Or people will be like, Princess, oh, here we go. Good morning. Somebody say good morning back to you, and then you say, how are you today? And they say fine, and they get mad at you because you said fine, right? But then them ones that I'm blessed and highly favored, then I say, well, how come you mad about it? How come you upset? what happened to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you mad about that? If you blessed and highly favored, you volunteering this information about Jesus.
Right.
Right? You know what I'm saying? You mad? Everybody saying borrow it back. Everybody. Look, that's how you do it. Borrow it back, give them one of the same sad stories like they did. But Cherie, whether we ain't got no sad story, I just want my dollar back.
I really like that, borrow it back.
Yeah. Hey girl, you know what I need? $5. We have to give an explanation. Listen, if you know what you're getting ready to say is going to be a lie, do you have to say it?
Some people say it just to hear themselves talk.
I know, but what I'm saying is, everybody say it with me. We didn't ask you.
We didn't ask you that.
Okay, one lady used to say, honey, this my hair. And I'd be like, that ain't her hair. That ain't her hair. I can see. I'm real good at picking out tracks. I'm real good at spotting wigs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm real good at, like, I'm gonna take this one down. This ponytail I got down. Now I ain't gonna take it out, y'all. I'm bad about that, but I ain't gonna take it out. But it's aggravating my nerve. And that pen is poking me. Anyway, they'd be like, oh, honey, it didn't cost that much or whatever. You know what I'm saying? These lies. I'm just trying to find some lies that people tell. Y'all help me. Some volunteering or some lies. And I'm trying to think of some more. Oh,
You don't
okay.
see. Oh, okay.
But you know how my throat get. I'm trying to get this thing open, y'all. I want to get it open. I have asked Jesus to let me get this file open, but it will not let me open up this file. Chapter 7. I want to read something to y'all. Look, she said it's her hair she bought it. Jamie said it's her hair she bought it. But you know it ain't growing out your head. What's wrong with telling people, you know, honey, I like to switch it up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we ain't got to go. Like, what I'm saying is when you volunteer that this your hair. I ain't talking about when I ask you a question.
Right.
And you might be offended and answer me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And then, like Sarita said, if you got to say it's your hair, 9 times out of 10, not yours.
Right. Right. I used to work with this lady when we were in Quantico, and we just sitting up there at work. I just hate liars. I just hate liars. And she just starts spewing stuff off, and then come to find out, all of it is a lie.
Oh,
Just for
like
the heck of it. Just for the heck of it. Just to talk.
I I I had to tell one lady one day. Um, I said, ma'am, you continue to come over here. Y'all told you I'm special. Okay. I'm a little weird. So I was like, ma'am, you keep coming over here and volunteering this information or whatever. And I said, I don't really care about the information. I said, but I know that it's a lie that you've been telling me. So I would just like it if you don't just, you know, I don't want to participate. You know what I'm saying? If you just keep that to yourself, because I'm not interested in all of that.
Right.
And so she was like, what make you think it's a lie? I said, well, because the girl that you keep talking about, I went over there and asked, you know, I asked her. See, they don't like that. They don't like that. I've had several meetings when I have said, if somebody said this, then I want them in this meeting with me. I don't want you in the meeting, you know what I'm saying, trying to explain to me what they meant. You know, when they start lying on me at the job, you know what I'm saying? Well, I think Prince is the last one who had the key. And then the key over there in they cubby. So then you be like, you know the key. You know what I'm saying? You know the key. I don't have the key.
Right.
Okay. All right. Tamika said, I was wondering how people hate liars and they are liars themselves. Well, now, yeah. I work on mine. I'm gonna just tell y'all, it's mandatory that we work on it. I'm just telling y'all, it's a commandment. So people say it's hard to live in this world without lying. It may be, but to me, it fits in the category like, okay, I don't want to cheat on my husband. Okay. With the tendencies and the stuff that was passed down through, you know, the years of sexual desires and different stuff like that, I'm a little different. If I feel like I need more than what my husband is giving me, I'm gonna go tell him,
right,
baby, I got some little issues or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there and go tell somebody else a lie about him.
Right.
To get them to do what I want them to do, and then go back over here and reap all the benefits of having a good man.
Right.
Or when I used to date, what I didn't like is when I would sit at the table and you volunteering lies about your position on the job because you think I ain't gonna never find out. You lying about what your income is. You lying about you know, where you stay. Because you think we ain't gonna never go over to your house. All of that. You know what I'm saying? Or I didn't like this. When we go over there to your apartment, right? You know, I had a house for me and my wife, you know, divorced, whatever. She took everything I had. I ain't got nothing now because of her. I'm just trying to get myself back up, whatever. I said, how long y'all been divorced? 6 years. Bruh, come on out of that lie. Come on out of that lie.
Right.
Come on out of that lie right there. Because let's just tell the truth. Okay, because in 6 years, Princess did a lot in 6 years. After, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like if we want to change, this is my apartment. This is my job. This is where where I
Right,
live. This is
right, right.
this is. Okay, Dewan, do you have anything you want to say before we go and close out, honey? Let's talk about this. Um, Cindy said, even when I was a child, I told the truth because we got beat for lying. So grandma put a stop to lying early. Yeah, so I started out, Cindy. Dewan, get your thoughts together. I'm coming. I started out, Cindy, telling the truth, and a lot of people couldn't deal with it. So then they start telling me to tell lies. So I thought, oh, these people like lies better. So let me try to figure out. So I went to making up stories. I told some children at school that my daddy, my real daddy, who I hadn't seen when I was little by that time, I hadn't seen him in some years. And I said, my daddy taking me to the Six Flags.
Oh,
And I ain't had no reason to lie to them children like that. Them children didn't care whether I went to the Six Flags or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then come to find out half of the kids in my class, they daddy wasn't active.
right.
I'm just up there like, he gonna pick me up. My dad's picking me up out of school. My dad pick me up. Look, my dad's gonna be here in a few minutes. And it was my mama coming. Why I couldn't just be like, my mama coming to get me? I don't understand. You know, I'm telling you, but because my teacher kept saying, stop saying that. I said, my daddy don't live with us. That's how I was saying it at first. I'm like Cindy, I started out telling the truth. And they kept saying, don't tell people that your daddy doesn't stay there. You don't tell people that. So get what? I'm like, my dad will be here in a few minutes, pick me up. Please. Dad ain't even coming. He ain't coming. He ain't coming. Look, I'm gonna be out of all the schools I done ever been to by the time he come. Yeah, right. Teresa, she said, Princess, you crazy. Yes, honey. Yes, all the way.
Yes.
I told y'all. Dewan been knowing me a long time. And they'll tell you, I've been like this. Right, Dewan?
Yes, since high school.
Been like this. I be like, since y'all want to lie, y'all make up one, because now I'm not lying no more. I'm sick of y'all. You can't deal with the truth, don't come over here. don't somewhere, because I'm sick of it. Because all y'all a mess. And then y'all going to have Alzheimer's, dementia, or something, because you ain't going to be able to remember nothing. And your mind ain't going to be crazy.
Thank you.
You ain't going to be able to remember nothing. Like, it's a reason why God wanted us not to be telling lies, because he knew our mind and our brains were not going to be able to handle or hold all this deceitfulness.
I can't.
Dale said, I'm gonna read to you. Wow, I have a friend that I met in the early 90s. He's still telling a lie about being an FBI agent. That's what I'm talking about. What for, bro? What for? We don't care. We don't care. We don't care.
And look, they be speaking to their stories.
I be like, one day I'm gonna be an FBI agent. What's wrong with that? I'm trying to tell you. Tasha said she laughing at me about the Six Flags. Okay, Mickey said take too much energy to keep these lies going, and them folks forget what they have done. Yes, and you gotta lie check people just like grandma check nowadays. But get what? I ain't got time to check your life. You know why? Because I'm a whole businesswoman. I got a whole life. I got books to write. I'm just gonna use one of your stories in a story if it's convincing to somebody.
Thank you.
I don't have time. I realized, like Tamika said, that a lot of us lie. And it's work. It's work not to lie. It is a whole entire job not to lie. Right, y'all? It really is, because we live in a world where people are deceitful. You know what I'm saying? People are challenging you all the time. But bottom line is, if you want to get a well done and not an undone, you're gonna have to learn how to stop lying.
Thank you.
You're gonna have to stop lying. Okay, April said, Tamika said she loving this. April said I had to stop because my broke up with a bill collector, tell them I'm not here. Oh, let me tell y'all what y'all gonna laugh about this. The one I promise you I'm coming. So you just keep talking, okay? So the bill collector would call my house. I never pretended not to be me. Do y'all pretend not to be? Y'all, whoever you are?
Just don't answer the phone.
No, I like the answer because I want them to know I ain't gonna pay. I want them to know I ain't gonna pay. I ain't got no money to pay that. I said, you know the reason why you call. Hey, how you doing? I said, I'm sorry that they set you up for this. You know, I'm sorry you even put this up. But if I had the money, it would be on my heart to pay it. But because I don't have it, it's not even on my agenda. It's not in my mind. It's not on my to-do list. Well, what do you plan on? I don't have plans to do that. Right? I don't have plans. I don't have plans to pay that. And then I said, you know what? You caught me at a time when my money was real funny, and I'm not able to pay that. And then I tell them, they said, well, when should we call back or whatever? I said, you're gonna be wasting time.
Right.
And then on my voicemail, anybody that called my voicemail when I was in Newnan, Georgia, living on Jefferson Street, you will be able to account for this. Miki should be able to account for this. This was my voicemail. I said, hi, you have reached Princess. I have given all my bills to Jesus. If you have any questions concerning that, please talk to him. Because I ain't able. I ain't able. I can't do it. And so I was like, Lord, please let these 7 years roll by.
I know, right?
Can clear up in Jesus' name. But I ain't able. I don't need to lie to people. So I can't pay that. I'm barely doing this. I'm barely doing it.
Right.
It's a bad time to be calling me because I'm probably gonna have an attitude. Ain't nothing wrong with the truth. And then my husband said to me, and he will be my witness on next week. My husband said to me, he said, Princess, you can get away with saying some things that some other people cannot say. So you might not need to give the advice to everybody. So I don't give y'all advice. I just tell y'all what I did. Because I can get away with telling people that their breath smells. I can get away with telling people that they need to bathe. People used to call me on the job and be like, Princess, this one is for you. Because I do have a way of communicating the truth with people, but I think that is a gift. I don't think that everybody have that. Do you, Dwan?
No, not at all.
Do people receive what you're saying like easily?
I just don't say it.
Oh, okay. So you don't know.
If it's something like their breath stink or they need a bath, no.
Yeah, see, I know how to do that. I guess I got that from Diane then. I
just don't.
My mama will give you, to keep from telling you, my mama will give you a bag with deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrush, and all that. But wait, though, she'll write you a nice little letter. She'll write you a nice
little letter. What does the letter say?
You know, like it'll be personal, so I can't tell you. You know, like, but it'll be like, hey, Dwan, with your beautiful self. You know how my mama is.
Yeah.
With your beautiful self, you're anointed and like, I don't know if she was on here, she could tell y'all. And then she'll be like, I want you to use this toothpaste and I want you to use this deodorant, you know, and I want you to, you know. The one trying to read what y'all saying. Dale said, yes, you do. Don't sugarcoat at all. No, I do not, Dale. Thank you, Jesus. Bless your name. Hallelujah. Glory to God. Cause y'all done messed me up. The people have messed. They'll know the folk messed me up with all these lies. Had me making me think I'm crazy.
Right.
Yeah. All these lies. Just tell the people this. Just tell the people that. Just when they ask you this is what you say. And then I'm standing up there, and then I'm that child that be like, my mama is standing right here, but she don't want to come to the phone. She tired of y'all. Look, she tired of y'all. She tired of y'all. Look, she's sick of y'all. She's sick of y'all. Look, my mama said to tell you that like that. But Diane didn't have us lying. She didn't have us lying.
No, so I thank God for her. That's not your mom.
Mm-mm. Okay, do anybody have any questions? Do you want to give us your last take, girl, on this conversation?
As Felicia from the movie Friday would say, you ain't got the lie, Craig. You ain't
Oh,
got the lie.
it's a
Nobody
song.
asked you that anyway.
Nobody. Mm-mm. 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 That's all you got, the one? You sure?
Yeah, I have had so much fun on this show. But you know what? My takeaway is all of us have to, I got that from you. All of us have to be careful
Mm-hmm.
to not lie, because it's the simple stuff that we
Quick.
lie about and don't even know that we're lying about it.
Quick.
Don't even, yeah, don't
I'm just
even consider
5 minutes
it a lie.
away and you just left the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, ouch.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, girl, I was gonna cook something. It's okay to tell people you don't want to come to the function.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not, girl, I got so sick and I was in my bed and I was saying to
Yeah.
myself, oh, you know, the one waiting on you over there. I can't hardly move, girl. I'm so sorry. I'm
Yes.
like, Dewan, you know what? I ain't coming over there with y'all. Girl, I don't want to be over there with them people. I don't want to be over there with them people tonight. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Reggie said one day Reggie went somewhere by herself. Y'all asked him about it next week. He said, what I'm supposed to tell them? Your wife didn't want to come to that. Your wife did she acting crazy. I don't care if you tell them that. She acting ugly. You don't want to come
She
to that.
didn't want to come.
She didn't want to come to that because y'all fake and y'all be acting like y'all like her. And she said she didn't want to get dressed up to be mistreated.
Right.
Okay. All right. Tamika said, when you tell the people the truth, they get mad. Yes, they do. Oh yeah, Shauna, they tell that lie all the time. I call you right back. Girl, if I don't have no intention of calling you back, do I do that? Now I will tell y'all, I ain't playing with y'all with all of that. Because I already got too many lies on my plate. I feel it. So I'm just not adding none. Okay.
Right.
I said, girl, I'll probably talk to you sometime next week. Call or girl, you will see each other when we see each
I'll talk
other.
to you later. I'll see you later.
It ain't got to. I said, girl, you ain't even got to hurry up and call me back because you know.
Right.
Yeah, you ain't even got to. I said, girl, we done talked enough for a year, girl.
Right.
You know, like you ain't even. Okay, Sean said, I just call you back another time so I won't lie and say I'll call you right back, LL, because I may forget. Okay, we tell lies about praying for people too, y'all. We volunteer that information to people. That just came to me through the Holy Spirit. Somebody say, well, such and such did something. You said, oh, I be praying for you, and ain't said not damn prayer to Jesus. Not one. Because if you don't say it right then, you see what I'm saying? If you don't say it right then, we finna get ready to go, y'all. If you don't say it right then you're not gonna do it. Because with way life set up and how stuff be doing, you know how stuff be going, you ain't gonna remember that. Dale said you got you girls rock. So proud of both of you. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay, so I have just a couple of announcements.
Thank you.
Next week, Reggie and I will be doing the show on Tuesday. We're gonna talk about stuff that should have made us break up over these 9 years. Yes, Reggie is working on some more transparency because I tell a lot more than Reggie. But he was like, I'm being transparent with the people. And so I was like, you want to write yours down? Because we like night and day. Okay. We're going to talk about how we still made it with a blended family, with exes, with I'm gonna give y'all a little snippet right quick. On our wedding night, one of Reggie's exes, y'all ask him about it next week. One of Reggie's exes texts him telling him congratulations on our wedding night when we got to the hotel where our honeymoon was. And it was about 2 or 3 in the morning.
Ooh.
And so she said, congratulations. And I hope you much happiness or wish you much happiness, blah, blah, blah.
2 o'clock in the morning?
Stay tuned and see how Princess handled that. Glory to God. Not gonna be what
Yes.
y'all think. Not gonna be what y'all think. Okay. So
I'm here for it.
yeah. So y'all tune in for that. The week after that, we're going to be talking with Miki, about what she would say to her dead husbands. Yes, we said it with the S, and we did that on purpose. She has 2 deceased husbands. There's some things that she wants to get off her chest. I also want us to join in with helping her to face some things that she didn't want to face by herself. Then the month of July, I'm giving y'all a snippet so you can go ahead and set your reminder. I can't any longer ask you guys to like, share, and invite people to join the Truth Is Hurt movement. I need you to do it on your own. I can only ask you through videos, but I can't type the words like anymore. I can't type the word share. I cannot provoke you or move or manipulate you in any kind of way. So when we're on these videos, I'm asking that you'll share with somebody if you think that it's good information. I'm asking you to invite some people over to the Truth Is Hurt movement. It'll give you the little button, right, Dewan, that says invite your friends. So I need for you all to help us to take this to the next level, not for my sake, but for all of us, okay? For all of us, because we're in this thing together. With the month of July, we're going to talk about dealing with a family member that's in prison. We're going to talk about mental illness, what not to be saying to people with mental illness. Like, stop wasting your time talking to somebody that is having a fit or something right now, you know what I'm saying, episode, and you talking about you're gonna pray. They're not receiving it that way. So we're gonna talk about that. Then we're gonna talk to First Lady on July the 7th about why we're not free. Some things that are holding us in bondage. So that's gonna be with First Lady Reverend Felika Thompson. My mother's going to do the one about the people in prison, and my friend Jonathan is going to come to you about the mental illness. If you have something you want to talk about with us, please send me an inbox. Don't write me the whole book now, okay? Just write me a little synopsis, all right, about something that you want to share, something that you're facing, something that you're dealing with. You can come on here and talk to us about it. And even if you're not totally delivered or whatever, I promise you, there are some people here with some wisdom, some knowledge, and some prayer down on the inside of them that can help you to get to a better place in life. Because some people won't go get the help that they need. They just need a little push to go and seek some better, some professional, some spiritual guidance, so we can help you get there. All right, y'all have a blessed day. Miki says she's loving this platform, and we are out. We ran over 12 minutes, but it was real good, y'all. So I'll just fix the video to be like 1 hour if I can, so it can go on these other platforms. Y'all continue to pray for us, and don't forget to like, share, and add some people to the group. Love y'all.
Bye-bye.